I'm Sky Kirsten with Capitals play-by-play man Steve Kolbe. Kolbes, could you believe the turnout? I mean, you've seen this team when there was nobody in the stadium, and now look at it.
Great turnout here today for the first ever Capitals convention, and all the alumni are back. We've got some great Capitals of the past here, including Hall of Famer Rod Langway, and just had a chance to talk with a few of the guys in the back. But this is a great turnout, as you mentioned. The fans have been basically rabid all day long, so it's been a blast, and I think this town is ready for hockey to start up.
Now, you've been watching these preseason games. You've been calling the preseason games. Who's really past your expectations?
Well, I think obviously with Alexander Semin, Alex Ovechkin, Brooks Laich, Mike Green, guys like that, Nicholas Backstrom, you know what you're going to get. But Keith Aucoin has really impressed so far in the preseason. It looks like there are going to be a couple of surprises that perhaps make this hockey team. And, in goal, Semyon Varlamov has performed very well. Michael Neuvirth has played very well. Jose Theodore had a solid outing as well. So in goal, it looks like the Capitals are going to be rock solid. On the blue line, everyone knows what Mike Green is going to bring. End-to-end rushes, 31 goals, 18 power play goals. So I think training camp, the Capitals have gotten the best out of what it's meant for. 6 games, which I think is enough. And now this team is ready for opening night against Boston.
Now let's go back to the goaltending real fast. Jose was named the starter, but a lot of people are really high on Michael Neuvirth, who, a lot of people think is the best goaltender we have, yet he might be shipped down to Hershey.
And that shows you how deep this team is in the goaltending position. When you've got a guy like Michael Neuvirth, a playoff MVP from the American Hockey League, and a guy like Semyon Varlamov, who caught lightning in a bottle for 2 playoff series and went to Game 7 against both the Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then you've got Jose Theodore, a guy that came just one a win from establishing a new career high for victories last season. So in goal, rock solid. And, somebody's got to be the odd man out of that, and it's just a bad break for whoever that may be.
Now, you've been covering the NHL for a long time. Have you ever seen a team with this much depth from top to bottom?
And I think with the depth that this team has also comes the expectations. I don't think I've ever seen a season here in Washington, D.C. where the expectations have been so high and the bar has been raised so high. Last year into the second round of the postseason. This year expecting bigger things, which would mean a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now that is barring any major injuries to key players, but you're looking at a team right now that has all the tools: Ovechkin, Semin, Backstrom, Brendan Morrison, Mike Knuble, the addition from Philadelphia, a net presence with Brooks Laich, checkers like Matt Bradley, Keith Aucoin. You've got these guys that are ready to go. They've gelled. They've been playing with each other for quite a number of years now, with the exception of Morrison and Knuble. They know the system. They play it in Hershey. They play it here. Bob Wood's now on staff with head coach Bruce Boudreau. So it should be a very interesting beginning, because the first 7 games of this season for the Capitals are against very, very tough competition.
How important has the acquisition of Mike Knuble and Brendan Morris been to this team?
Well, I think Mike Knuble's addition is huge. He's a guy, you know where he's going to be. Just look for number 22, a couple of feet in front of the net or in the crease, and a guy who scored 2 goals from that in close proximity. His game's not going to be that flashy at times, but it gives you another body to put out in front of the goaltender on the power play and just see what happens. Now, with that being said, perhaps Alexander Ovechkin's and Mike Green's power play goal numbers may go down, because Mike Knuble may take away from that, because they'll hit him, they'll glance off him, and they'll find the back of the net. But either way, it's still a Capitals goal.
Is it Stanley Cup or bust this year for this team?
I would say it isn't Stanley Cup or bust, but I think this team would be disappointed if they didn't make a charge toward that Eastern Conference Final. You got to give Pittsburgh some credit, because they are the reigning defending Stanley Cup champions. Philadelphia is going to be tough. New Jersey always gives everyone a tough time with the defensive style they play, and whenever you've got Martin Brodeur in goal, they're also going to be competitors. Western Conference, I think, is wide open too. Chicago's in the same boat as the Capitals, a young team with their core of Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane, along with Versteeg. These are players who they count on there, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the very near future the Capitals and Chicago Blackhawks lock horns for the title.
How much are you looking forward to the start of the season, which the first 2 games are on 106.7 The Fan?
Well, we're looking forward to it. We're ready to rock the red regular season style. We've got our pregame tune-ups already in the bag. We've got one more to go against the New York Rangers. But in Boston, where the Capitals will be able to know where they stand. Boston was the best team in the Eastern Conference a year ago, Sky, and a team to be reckoned with. Tim Thomas, obviously everyone knows what he did last year. But the Capitals are going to have that tough game, and Toronto is a much improved team. So we're looking forward to it. You don't want to miss the calls because they're going to be exciting all season long.
It's a great way to start the season. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Anytime.